that I may be different. Who that's exceptional isn't. We have a spark that can change things. It's not a curse, it's amazing. I'm exceptional, Zed, and so are all my family and friends.
As soon as it started, went from getting cosigns from real Chicago drill rapper to getting clowned everywhere he went and embarrassed on stage. This is the crazy story of how it all went down. Slim Jesus came up in Hamilton, Ohio, a small town with around 60,000 people. Not much is known about his early life, but it's safe to say that he wasn't ducking drive-bys and smoking ops on the way to school. Slim got into music at a young age, but he didn't start seriously rapping until a few months before he dropped Drill Time. Even though he came up in a quiet town like Hamilton, tapped in with the Chicago drill scene and was a big fan of dudes like G Herbo and King Yella. In the booth, Slim wanted to rap like his favorite drill artist. Drill Time was the first video he ever made, and Slim never expected it to blow up like it did. He recorded a video for the track with a bunch of his homies from Hamilton, and it turns out he was the only one over 18 years old in the crew. The video racked up around 4,000 views in the first day, and Slim said that even those numbers are crazy to him. What happened next was way more surprising though. A website called Bossit posted a video, and that's when everything changed for Slim Jesus. After Bossit posted it, Drill Time went viral on Twitter. A lot of people were really rocking with the track, but there was also a ton of comments wondering why a skinny white kid from a random town in Ohio was jacking the drill movement. A big reason the track popped off was because of what Slim looked like. People online were comparing him to Caillou and Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. But he was spitting bars like, I f with savages. You a boy, you can't hang. You can find me posted up on Frank Block with my f***ing gang. You ain't really bout shit, stay out my spot, don't speak my name. Or I'll pull up on your block at night, wearing all black, and let that 40 bang. People were torn trying to decide if Slim Jesus was a real savage or not. Some thought he was really about that life, but a lot of people were calling him out as a culture vulture. At the end of the day though, it didn't really matter, because Drill Time was running up millions of views on YouTube, and Slim Jesus' name was everywhere. King Yella even reached out and linked up for a collab. Slim, Yella, Pete Rico, and Killer Kells all hopped on the Drill Time remix, which racked up millions of views. Slim even flew out to LA and opened up for Chief Keef. Overnight, he went from a kid in the suburbs to flying across the country and rapping with legends in the drill game. Slim was popping off and getting co-signed from all kinds of established artists. It looked like he had a chance in the industry, but then everything fell apart as fast as it started. Slim did an interview with DJ Vlad and ended up throwing everything away. Usually, doing interviews is good for new artists in the game. It lets fans know a bit more about who they're listening to and gets more eyes on lesser known names. But when Slim talked to DJ Vlad, he pulled back the curtains and let everyone know that the haters were right. All of his raps was cap. Slim was just talking about guns and ops to sound cool. When Vlad asked him about how involved he really was with the streets, Slim told him straight up,
I mean, I'm not out here catching bodies and shit, obviously. I'm f***ing smart.
According to Slim,
for the most part on the street shit, I got homies that are in that shit, and I know people who are, and people around me.
He said nobody would pay attention if he rapped about riding around in the car, listening to country music. So instead, he dropped lines like, I got loud pack, I got school buses. Hurry up, fam, come and shot. I got a big 40 with a 30 clip, and I call that my f***ing mop. After Slim admitted to putting up a fake image, a lot of people immediately stopped rocking with him. There's a lot of rappers who talk about things in their music that never happened, but Slim was the first one who just straight up admitted to capping for clout. A lot of legit artists started sending diss tracks after the Vlad interview. Ayo KD dropped the track Slim Jesus, where he rapped, Slim Jesus, you ain't a drill rapper. 60 Justin Bieber, fake ass Slim Shady, who the f you killing? Lil Mister and Big Boss Damo both sent shots, and then a 16-year-old Chicago drill rapper named Lil Mouse dropped Kill Time and said, you did a song with from here? Real talk, they ain't on shit. Trying to get street cred, real G's catch them, get the whole clip. I'm gonna show you how to drill time. My brother slide when it's kill time. Mouse told DJ Vlad,
Nah, it ain't a diss. It just me stating facts. Like,
But then doubled down and sent more shots on the track, nailing to the cross. On the track, he rapped, "Bums, they do anything for clout. We know where you be, so Yella, watch your mouth." He said he Jesus, time to nail him with the hammer. If we wanted to, we could have caught you in Atlanta. Mouse took a shot at King Yella for linking up with Slim Jesus, but by that point, they weren't even talking anymore. After they collabed on the Drill Time remix and racked up millions of views, it seemed like it would make sense for Slim and Yella to keep working together. But Yella told DJ Vlad that Slim basically ghosted him but wouldn't call back. When Vlad asked Slim about the situation, he said he still had a lot of respect for Yella, but it was just a business thing. According to him,
There was a lot of people, when we did the remix or whatever, coming like that I was doing songs with them, and then I went out to the Keith show, and so there was a lot of like opposition talk, that I was with them, and then I'm with them. I make music, and I think, if you're a dope artist, I'll work with you. I'm not on some gang opposition, blah, blah, blah.
but after Slim told Vlad he wasn't really about that life, Keith hopped on Twitter to put some distance between them. A picture had been going around of the two of them together, and Keith tweeted, "All the blogs, stop saying goofy shit. Just because you saw a picture. Lil homie just wanted to pick. Can't say no." And then, "No, I don't with short. I ain't co-signing shit." Slim Jesus was getting dragged like crazy online, and it only got worse for him when the video came out showing him getting his mic snatched on stage. Slim was performing a set in Ottawa when a DJ named Black Jesus cut the beat and ripped the microphone out of Slim's hand. He told the crowd, "Support real hip-hop," then dropped the mic and walked off. Even though Slim was basically a joke by that point, some people in the industry were still tweeted that a collab was on the way, and he told DJ Vlad,
They can say, "I pulled this out and shot this man. Do I know if he did that for sure or not? No, I don't. He could be lying."
and he actually respected Slim for being straight up about it. What's wild is that Slim Jesus could have had a successful career even with all the hate, but he just kept fumbling the bag. According to King Yella, Birdman wanted to fly Slim out to Miami to talk about signing with him, but Slim literally hung up the phone on him. And a few months after Montana tweeted about linking up with him, he revealed that Slim never got back in touch with him. They didn't make a track together. Another thing that hurt his career was how Slim didn't ride the momentum he had with Drill Time. He dropped a few more videos that did decent numbers, but then he took his foot off the gas and the spotlight moved on. Last year, he dropped his first video since 2017 and racked up over 500,000 views. But since then, he's been completely quiet. There's a chance he could come back and start running up numbers again if he was more consistent. But it seems like Slim doesn't really want to make it in the game. Slim Jesus blew up as a joke, but he still had the chance to this. Huh?
And basically, we were asked to remove the car. Nike did not like, and LeBron James did not like, that the car was overshadowing their event. We got a call when the car was basically brand new that Nike was looking to basically work on a project with LeBron James. I would love to help out. Let me know what you need. And they said they were essentially looking to rent some sort of wild exotic, the most expensive exotic they could, and they wanted to rent it for a week. And basically they were gonna wrap the car like LeBron James' new shoe. I was like, wow, that's, pretty cool. I said, listen, how about this? I don't actually need you to pay me for this rental. I just want the promotion. If Nike's behind this and LeBron James, I said, I want to make sure we have Instagram tags, and I would also like to be part of this big event, whatever you're doing. So they actually agreed. We wrote up a quick agreement. We looked at this file, and it's this really wild print. And it's essentially the print that was on the inside of the shoe or the edge of the shoe, and it's like this Miami floral, like lines and everything, and they wanted this entire Aventador Roadster that we had just purchased wrapped in this color. So we ended up wrapping this whole car. We had like 2 or 3 days to do it. The guys were working around the clock, and Nike was producing this massive event at a building called 111 Lincoln, which is this beautiful parking garage in the center of Miami Beach. And they host a lot of events there, different brands, and it's cool because it's like more of an art piece than an actual parking garage. And Nike was producing an event with like a basketball court, all the history of LeBron James, all celebrities. It was going to be a very special event, a big production for Nike. They were spending a couple million just in this production. So it's like hours before the event started, we finally finished the car. We put our Lovey plate on it, we have all our branding, we have the Nike check on the car. And we're just so proud of what we were able to accomplish in 2 days. Nike was thrilled. They saw the photos. The car is basically a brand new car. We haven't even used it at this point. And we flatbedded over to this parking garage. Everyone's taking pictures. They're like, what is it? We put it inside the event, and we put it right at the front of the event. And I'm there, and, just sort of, I was luckily enough to be invited, and I'm there at the event, and I see, like, everyone is just taking pictures of this car. People are posing with it. And it almost felt like the theme of the party became this car, not necessarily the new shoe. So, again, it's great for Nike, great for LeBron James. Everyone's having a good time. And part of our deal was I was able to promote that Lou Lavigne was part of this. So it was part of our agreement. So I immediately, started reaching out to press and different things. And I had pictures. And I reached out to everyone I could. The next morning, when I woke up, literally, the LeBron James Lamborghini Aventador was everywhere. It was on TMZ. It was on all the shoe sites. It was on all the sports sites. And then the story started to get away with itself and actually talk about it was LeBron James' personal Lamborghini Aventador that he wrapped. And then there were stories about Lou Lavigne. And then there was a story about LeBron James ruined his event. And there was all these different stories that came from this. Now, the event was actually the first night was like the grand opening, but it was like an event over the week. So the press was coming out and photos were coming out. And I was like, wow, this is incredible brand exposure for letting them borrow a car that's just sitting and it's wrapped. I mean, it was an awesome deal. So I'm posting things about LeBron James and how exciting this is. And then the next day I get a call. And basically we were asked to remove the car. Basically Nike did not like, and LeBron James did not like, that the car was overshadowing their event. The car was getting more press than their event, more press than the new shoe. And LeBron James didn't like that the car was like taking, center stage. So I was also upset. I'm like, hey, we wrapped this car. We did all this work. Like it should be at the event. But regardless, I wasn't going to fight with, the billion-dollar corporation. We removed the car. And we were sort of bummed out. We were like, this sort of sucked. I tried to reach out to the guys from the Miami Heat. LeBron James didn't want to talk about it. I was just going to apologize or something like that. So, we slowly unwrapped the car. We left it the way it was for a little bit to take some more photos and whatnot. And then we actually got sort of this crazy idea. A couple months later, Art Basel happens to be one of the largest art events in the world. And every year for Art Basel, we would do some sort of an activation, doing a Miami company sort of tie in with the arts. There's this incredible artist in Miami, really funky guy, very creative, but definitely, out there in the clouds. But great guy and well-known artist. He's worked for Lenny Kravitz. I think he did Lenny Kravitz's piano. And he does street art, and he does it with a marker. He actually famously did the Sharpie Gallardo, Brett David's Lamborghini Gallardo. And his name is Jonah. Jonah's an incredible artist. And he said, wow, it'd be cool to do another Lamborghini. Years ago, he had done the Gallardo. And apparently, we had the opportunity to actually get it featured at Art Basel because of his contacts in the art world. So I was like, wow. Now we've got this event to unwrapped. Now we're going to have Jonah painting this thing live at Art Basel, with his Sharpie, markers. And this is just going to be like mind-blowing. You would assume any normal thinking person would have clear wrapped the Aventador. But part of the pitch, because it was featured during Art Basel, and it was a big bank that was actually wanted it featured at a dinner and all these different things, we didn't wrap it with clear. It was like, no, this car is getting painted on direct. The Sharpie marker, there's no clear wrap on this at all. So it had this like risk factor to it. So again, a massive, risk with that. A week before Jonah starts and he's slowly working on it. And, Jonah's a young guy. He's, dating girls and he's partying. He's doing all these things. But time's ticking. Like we've got, a few days left before Art Basel. And, the theme was for him to be painting part of the car during Art Basel. So ends up, Jonah doesn't finish it. But we have it shown at Art Basel. And it's like half the car is now done in Sharpie, and Jonah's finishing the rest of the half and slowly going around it. But the car is, again, getting a ton of press, a ton of exposure, and Art Basel came and went. I mean, we got some great promotion, but he didn't actually finish the car. So the car it was half graffiti in the Sharpie, and we were hoping he had finished the car. And then we realized at this point that, a week went by, a few days went by, we need to figure out what to do with the car. Are we going to sell it as an art piece, or what are we going to do? Ironically, the car ended up getting featured everywhere. Again, incredible promotion. Cover of Dub magazine, cover of, some newspapers, different things like that. Incredible, insane promotion. We manifested a lot of great ideas with Lou Lavigne and these guerrilla marketing. I mean, we never really had a big budget, but we always made it work. And that was one of the cool things about that time in the company. So that car exploded, but it was actually the same car as the LeBron James car. And then one day, a dealer called me and said, hey, I need an Aventador Roadster like tomorrow. What are you doing with that car? And I said, well, it has like no miles on it, but it is half Sharpie. And he's like, do you think it can come off? And I'm like, I hope it can. So we ended up taking, it was like a super easy solvent. It wasn't even lacquer thinner, imagine. It was like something, I forget, I don't know if it was what it was. It wasn't brake cleaner or anything like that. It was like grease and wax remover. And somehow the car literally just wiped out. I know Jonah was upset he didn't get to finish his piece, but at the end of the day, we were a business, so we had to sell this car. So I think, essentially, with the exception of maybe a prototype or something, I think we had the world's most famous Aventador Roadster.
And I'm like, dude, did you just yourself?
We can't talk about ECW without talking about Paul Heyman. What is one of your favourite Paul Heyman stories from when he ran ECW?
That's more of a Big Show story, though.
Feel free to tell us.
Tell that one. Okay. Well, this is what came to mind when you asked me. So, you know, Paul Heyman was managing Big Show in WWE for a while, right? And I got closer to Big Show through Paul, because I would hang out with Paul, you know, and then the three of us would be together. I rode on his bus and all kinds of stuff, but I don't think I did that before Paul kind of like brought us together. And one time I was in Big Show's room, and me and Paul were both in there. We were just talking. We were just talking, and we were in Texas, I think, and Whataburger. Do you guys know what Whataburger is? Okay, well, because those are like not everywhere, but they're popular in Texas, and Paul was saying, oh my God, you should have seen what he ordered at Whataburger. And I guess Big Show had ordered like a lot, you know. He was several burgers, this and that, whatever. I don't know. And Big Show the whole time. Paul's on one bed. It's two beds in the room. Paul's on one bed. I'm sitting in a chair. And Big Show. I'm sure I've never told this story publicly, because I'm about to reenact something I just know I've never done. But Big Show is way over the one bed that's against the wall. Big Show is leaning on the bed like this, against the wall, you know, with the wall behind him, and he's just paying attention to the room in conversation. And wow, you know, you ate that much? I was like, I love Whataburger, you know. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. We're talking, and a few minutes later, Big Show starts to get up, and he goes, he just completely no-sold it. And I'm like, dude, did you just shit yourself? And Big Show goes, a little. That's my Paul Heyman story.
Ah, yes. What a thing of beauty. Well, the design language on the C8 is debatable, but the engine is a Ferrari slaying masterpiece. The all-new, all-aluminum, flat-plane, 5.5-liter LT6 has officially been unleashed on the world. It's a complete clean-sheet design built bespoke for the C8 Z06, and it's, without a doubt, the most impressive production engine to ever come out of America. It's the cheapest brand new supercar you can buy, and it's absolutely eating all the other supercars for lunch. In fact, the new Z06, and specifically the LT6 that powers it, has put the entire automotive industry on notice. 670 naturally aspirated horsepower, twin 86mm throttle bodies, titanium connecting rods, and a volumetric efficiency of over 100%. This ain't your daddy's small block anymore. I'm Trav, and this is Launch Control. Let's get into it. What makes a Z06 a Z06? Is it the improved handling? How about the extra stopping power? Or maybe...
I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Try. Tucker, you're gay. Oh, it's like it's playing the game.
Of the past and the memory of you just come